Hello there, soulmate. You're welcome back to my channel. My name is Esther, and if you are new to the channel, thank you for joining us. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for watching. So in my last videos, I posted the pattern drafting and the sewing of this dress, and if you're interested in learning how to make this dress rather, and you have not watched those videos, you can check my description box for the link. The link is posted in the description box for the pattern drafting and the sewing. So after watching that, you can come back here to watch this. This is a tulip sleeve or a petal sleeve. So if you're interested in learning how to do this, quickly join us while we get into it. So on your paper, you're going to draw a straight line, which is going to be a starting line. And from that point, I'm going to come down by 3 inches. Now, this 3 inches is going to be for the puff that we have around the sleeve at the top. Okay, so you can use 3 inches, 3.5, but I think 3 inches is totally fine. So I'm using my marker to make the lines very visible. After marking the 3 inches and making the lines bold, from that 3 inches, I'm going to come down by 4 inches. How do I get that? I'm going to divide my bust circumference by 12 and I'm going to add 1 inch. That's going to be my cap length. Okay, from there I'm going to mark my full length of my sleeve, the full length of my sleeve. I'm going to start from that same line where I marked 3 inches to mark the full length of my sleeve. Now, if you want to learn how to draft the basic body sleeve for those that are beginners, I have a tutorial on that, and I'm going to leave the link in the description box because I'm not going to say so much concerning this part. This is just me trying to draft my sleeve. Okay, so I'm gonna have to place my paper on a fold. As you can see, I'm trying to ensure that the paper is enough to you know enough for me to draft my sleeve. Okay, so for detailed tutorial on how to make your basic sleeve, just watch the video through the link in my description box. Now I'm going to label them. This is my cap length, that is for the armhole depth. Where I'm going to be marking my armhole depth, that is where the cap length is. The 4 inches I marked below the 3 inches. Then the last line is the sleeve length. The first one is for the puff, that is the starting line. So I'm going to mark 7.5 inches on the armhole depth line, and I'm going to mark 5.5 inches on this full length. So the 7.5 inches, I got it by dividing my bust circumference by 6 plus 1.5. Remember the armhole depth you usually get on basic bodies. That's what I imputed there. Then I added extra 1 inch for seam allowance. So for the sleeve length area, I marked 5.5 and I added 1 inch for seam allowance, and I joined them together. So as you can see, I took the midpoint of this part of my sleeve, that is from the starting line to where the armhole depth line was marked, that is the cap length. And as you can see, I took the midpoint from there and I'm using my cuff to connect it this way for my sleeve. So make sure that it is smooth. Okay, so some of us are already familiar with this. If you are not, kindly watch that video. It is more detailed than this. Okay, so now I'm going to connect the cap the area that I'm going to be connecting together now is the area that I have marked the 3 inches above, just to create that puffy design there. So I'm sorry my camera is not actually capturing that part. I'm just going to come from there, place my curve from the very beginning, that is the center, and I'm going to connect it into this line, into this armhole line that I have. That is the armhole curve I drew earlier. As you can see now, this is what it looks like. So now that I have it this way, I'm going to open my pattern like this and redraw the same thing I have on the other side. One easier way to do it is just to use your tracing wheel. So I'll use my tracing wheel to trace out the lines, just so that I can be able to see it, and use my ruler to redraw the line following what I have marked down. Okay, so I'm going to trace out every part, this side and then the full length, just so I get the lines that are accurate. And as you can see, this is what I have. So this is just simply me trying to make the sleeve in a way that the puffs are visible. The puffs are going to be visible when we are making it, meaning that it's going to be higher than the normal full length of your sleeves, just so you can create gathers there or pleats. Okay, so if you notice, the full length is now 13. Before it was 10, but because of 3 inches above, it became 13. So I marked 4 inches from the sleeve length, and I came up by 4 inches. And towards the area that I have my curve, from that center line I drew, from the center line I marked 5 inches towards the side. I'm sorry that my camera was not capturing this. So what I just did was that I marked 5 inches from that center, this center line I draw, dividing the sleeve into two. I marked 5 inches towards the side of the curve, and I also marked 3 inches from this other side, that is towards one side of the leg, I marked 3 inches. This is 2 inches plus the 1 inch seam allowance that is there. So I connected these 3 points together. From the 3 inches below to the 4 inches, I came up above the center line, and then from this part I marked 5 inches, I increased it to 6 inches. So I placed my tape from the center of that point and I took it in towards the left around the curve area, and I increased it to 6 inches now because I want it to be a little fuller. Okay, so I increased it by 1 inch, and now as you can see, I've connected the 3 points together. I hope you really understand what I'm doing. If you don't, please just watch the video again and take it slowly. Okay, so after doing that, I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to cut this part that I have connected together out, and I'll be using them to cut on my fabric. So cutting on your fabric, you're going to cut 2 pieces of this. Okay, you're going to cut 2 pieces of this. So I'm going to use my Ankara pieces to do this, and I'll be cutting Ankara 2 and lining 2. But for this, I'm using the same material for both the lining and the Ankara. I'm using both the Ankara and lining. I'm using the same material for both of them. You can use whatever you want to use for your lining, it's totally fine, but I'm using the same thing for the two. Okay, so as you can see, I notched the center line before separating them. While they were cut together, I created a notch around that center, that straight center line that shared the paper into two. Please notch it, you'll be needing it. Now this is what I have, as you can see. So I'm going to take it to my pressing table to press my hairstay on it. Press your interfacing on it. It's very important because it will help to give it strength, to give it structure. And now I use the lining part of my sleeve for the interfacing. That is, I put the interfacing on the lining part and not the main fabric. Now after you have done that, if you place them together, that same part you notched, take them together like this and place it, ensuring that the part you notch align together. You'll be seeing what the sleeve looks like. Now after taking the two side, as you can see, place the two side right side facing each other. These two side that you have, place them right side facing each other and stitch with 1 inch. After stitching, press the seams open. So remember that the joining, the allowance you're going to use is what you have imputed there for your sleeve. I use 1 inch, and that's why I'm using 1 inch. Okay, now I'll place the two materials right side facing each other. Okay, so I realized this part is a little pointy, and I just wanted to, trim it a little just so it doesn't look so pointy. Although it doesn't really matter. It depends on how you want the sleeve to come out. So after trimming that part, I'm going to take them right side facing each other, and I'm going to put them together like this. So this bottom area, that is the hem of the sleeve, I'll be joining it with 1/2 inch. Now when you were cutting this on your fabric, when you transfer the sleeve to the fabric, remember to add that 1/2 inch. You'll be using it for hemming, or else it's going to reduce the length of your sleeve. Okay, so I'm going to join 1/2 inch all around the hem area, and I'll be closing it up. So after joining the 1/2 inch, the next thing you're going to be doing is to run a top stitch. Okay, you're going to run a top stitch on it. All you need to do is just take it out, open it to one side, let the joining allowance face towards the lining area, and run a top stitch very close to where you join it. Okay, that way it gets to relax properly and face towards the lining area. So this is what it came out to be after joining it and running that top stitch on it. You can take it to your machine to give it a very good press. So by the time you are closing it up together, whereby you are matching the two notched area, that is the two center of the sleeve together, you should be having something like this. That should be helping you to get your petal design. It should be making you get your petal design. I'm really sorry of how my camera is not able to capture the video very well, or what I'm doing. So after joining them together, use a pin to secure them and take it to your machine to stitch it together, just to make sure that it doesn't keep moving out. Okay, as you can see, I've gone ahead to run a stitch around it. Please make sure you place the notches together. Okay, the notches should match rather. Then after that, I'm going to be creating pleats around that part. From the center, I'm going to create tiny pleats around there. So it's not going to be easy because the dress is going to be a little thick at this point. It's going to have structure, so just take your time to pin it down. So I'll pin it down around that area, and before you actually fix it to your sleeve, you have to measure around your sleeve the armhole of your sleeve, and ensure that what you have on this armhole area of this petal sleeve you're creating here should match with what you have on your dress. Okay, you don't want one looking bigger than the other and you have issues fixing your sleeve, so you should make sure they align together before you go ahead and fix it. So this is our petal sleeve. As you can see, the design is already out, it's already showing you what it looks like. The plate we are creating at that point is going to give it the puff design there. You can also use gathers. Okay, it doesn't have to be pleats, but the reason why I'm using pleat is because of the structure, of the sleeve at the moment. I feel pleat is going to make it easier. You can see the petal design already showing at this point. And one thing you should also take note before fixing it on your dress, make sure you check it that it is properly placed before you stitch. Okay, so this is what we have after we are done making it. This is our petal sleeve already fixed to our dress. Like I said, the pattern drafting and the sewing tutorial is already on the description box. You can watch it there. Thank you guys for watching to this point. If you find the tutorial helpful, please do not hesitate to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, leave a comment if you have any question. Thank you for watching. See you guys in my next one.